ZS10s. KZ. Hey Z, do KZ. Hey Z, do KZ. I'm going to leave them in, although I just got to take a leak before this review. And I unplugged that and took it to the bathroom with me because getting them fitted in your ears is like a surgeon might have to do it. Anyway, these are cheap as fuck. They might be the cheapest IEMs I've reviewed in a long time. And it's weird saying that because these are... Where is it? Does it not say on the box? You really don't want to say it on the box? These are a 5-driver, 1 dynamic, 4 balanced armature IEM for $44. I got it. So that's just the cheapest thing that's ever been. And this is an extra set, by the way. I was sent 2. There's no plastic cover on this one. Should be covered like that. There we go. Really make it nice. Oh. So actually, I could look at these while we're while I'm listening to them. I think all companies should send me multiple of everything. So here we go. Here's what we're looking at. It's a hunka-chunka, very basic shape. And that's why I'm having such a hard time. Even though this nozzle looks like it extends, it really doesn't. And this is a stock tip, which is interesting because it's got little ridges in the front. I don't use stock tips. They don't fit my ears. So I've got the Taconi tips on here, and I'm trying to get this one situated. And I'm just going to pull it out because you could see the wire. Here's the wire. Not the worst. $44, not the worst wire. Nice tight weave. I like how far away the split is. Even comes with a mic button, so you can make phone calls with it. The problem comes first with this wire. It's one of the 2 pins, like I signs. Slide that sucker down. And this part, on most IEMs, like I just did the FH5s, I just did the FH7s, and then I touched on the DMGs, and those wires come predetermined with a loop in a correct orientation. And it's weird because those are MMCX and those can spin, but this one is permanent, and they give you just like a metal wire to fuck with. So you're going to be fucking with a metal wire until you find the absolute way, because in order to get this in your ear like that and then this out and over the top of your ear and then have it be like against your body and not, it's taken me forever. So let's see if that helps. Nope, too high. Got to go down more there and pull this way, and I just barely get this in my ear. It's so big, and you could see it all through the clear casing. Unlike the other ones that are solid, this is actually, since there's a dynamic in it, there has to be an air void. But you see the 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 4th one? 4th one's in there somewhere. Oh, that one, that big one. And then there's your dynamic in there, way in there. So it's cool to kind of look inside of it. And then the back, you see the crossover network, because when you run this many drivers, you need a crossover network. And R3, R2, R4, C1. And it's weird, the only indicator that says this is a right channel is all the R's in the circuit board, or they're on the plastic on the inside is printed an R. So you see backwards R's on both sides. So very Russian. I mean, they're not Russian, but backwards R is like a Russian thing. Actually, wait, yeah, this one's got the L printed backwards on both sides. It also has R's on the boards for the resistor labels. Anyway, how do they sound, Zio? Let's just get to the goddamn point. I hate these IEM reviews. Too fucking long. You're right, they are too fucking long. $44, these are absolutely worth if you can get around the fit and a couple nuances with the sound that I'm not entirely in love with. The problem with these is obviously the 10 T2s exist, which are more ergonomic, come with better tips, have a slightly better wire. I'm going to give the T2s a slightly better wire than this. I really do like it. It is a 4-pole on a big right angle because obviously it's got the mic, but it seems to work when I plug it in here. You might notice that, and I usually use this for my IEM reviews, the 789, because it's a fucking 789. Use it for everything. Make my pancakes in the morning with a 789. But I have it on middle gain, and I have it low, but every other review of IEMs so far has been low gain and right about 9, 10 o'clock. Whereas these make me go to 12, 12:30. So I push it to high gain and I can keep it right about 9, 10 o'clock again. So that's just a thing. A thing is happening. That crossover networks cause inefficiencies. And these are slightly less efficient than the other IEMs I'm reviewing today. Now once I get the fit right, which took forever, takes forever. Hello? Marco? Polo? You put them on and you start getting used to the sound and you're like, you sound rather wide and big. You know how high up you have to go into like a brand name that isn't KZ to get a 5 driver with 4 balanced armatures and a dynamic? Holy shit. Hundreds of dollars. So the fact that this is available for 44 makes me question what kind of BAs they're using. I don't think they're using Knowles. Does it say they're using Knowles? Doesn't say anything on this. Say a thing. 7 to 40,000 hertz, 32 ohms, 104 dB sensitivity. So, I think these beat the TIN T2 in 1 or 2 ways, audibly. Certainly not in comfort. I'm literally, my right hand is holding it in my ears so I can assess while we're talking. I'll try twisting it. Maybe twisting will help. That might have it. No. I've actually heard a couple bass lines that I was like, wow, these are really doing a great job. But then the treble comes in and it's just occasionally too strong. Just a mite too strong. And that little bit of too strong a treble just turns me off a little bit. But either way, I'm still enjoying the way they sound. As far as price to performance, which is what ZS runs on. Z Reviews, this whole channel, runs on price to performance. Now, something like a $3,000 set of headphones, if they can deliver quality sound and I feel special as hell with like the build quality and the aesthetics, then it's price to performance. It's priced shit ton, performs a shit ton, I'm happy. So when it's priced $44, all it really has to do is beat $44 of expectation. And these do that. I wish they fit better. I'm just gonna take them out now. There's no point. There's no point. I can't get them to stay properly in my ears. I wish they fit better. I wish they weren't so massive. But when you're doing what they're doing, like I could have just changed this and not made this quite as large. I'm still here listening to things going, wow, this would have been the best IEM for the money if the TIN T2 didn't exist. This is like the runner-up. So, I mean, if you have 50 bucks, basically you're getting the TIN T2s. If you already have KZ ZS10s, then you could very much be proud that ZS approves of them. I approve of these. If they fit your ear, it's amazing. Let me see a picture of your ear, you slut. Giant ear holes over there. I don't know if I could talk for like another 10 minutes about them. We should go on individual. Should I make a list? Make a checklist? Here's this. In the comments of this video, you guys are going to formulate a checklist for IEMs because I'm not really an IEM guy. And I mean, once those P1s came out, I sort of became an IEM. They turned me into one, but they're just destructive. Marriages will be lost because of how good the goddamn P1s are. But alright, what do we want to talk about? Low end? Talk about bass? It's good, but it's not high enough quality. I think whatever they're doing, whatever the T2's got going as far as smooth. My first concern with an IEM, after comfort. Comfort's like number one. Like, I don't give a shit how fast your race car is. If I have to sit in it and I'm uncomfortable, fuck your race car. So if I can't get them to be comfortable, I usually just disregard a review altogether. But I can just fucking sometimes get these to fit right. So we'll give that a pass. Number 2 is smoothness. Do they sound smooth, or do I hear the problem with the goddamn DM7 was like I could hear the up and down the frequency. I just want to hear smoothness, and I do. I just hear some peaks at the very top. Treble, mid-range, female vocals and pianos is what Skedra, the guy who makes the Viking Weave cables, like, I hated those. They were terrible because they couldn't do female vocals and pianos, and I was trying not to listen to anyone else's opinion on things. I never do. I'm Zeos. I make the opinions at this channel right here. Me, this guy. I pick the waifus, I put the speakers on, and I give you my opinion. But he's right. Pianos and female vocals are less than stellar. T2s are way better at things like that. I think these have more soundstage overall, though. You're literally listening to this whole chamber. That driver's all the way over there, and you're listening to it through this. So it's got that going for it. Doesn't come with almost any accessories. And here's the open one. You ready? Here it comes. We're gonna be a wash in luxury. There's the 2 stock tips. There's 4 more tips, all looking exactly the same size. They don't even look any bigger. This is the bag the wire came in, and it's got this handy carrying case. Yay! Drop those in there. That's it. These are designed to be the cheapest IEMs. And they're designed to be the cheapest IEMs while still having rather impressive tech in them. Just the fact that it's a 1 dynamic 4 balanced is like, what? I don't get it. I don't get how they did it. Let me try to seat this one again. Hold on. It's really bothering me that I can't get this in my ear and fitting. I had it so good for so long. Nope. My ear is swelling up. Too much KZ in my ears. This is a short review today. $44. Is it worth it? Yeah. But T2s exist. I always said I was going to do these ZS10s on their own. So now the ZS10s are done. You could buy them. You could pick them up. They're not terrible. They have a couple issues with the highs. A little bit of graininess in the mids. When female vocals, pianos, you could hear it sort of crunching. But at least they're interesting. I've worn other more expensive IEMs that just bore me to death, or they do something so blaringly wrong that I'm like, I spent $180 on this. These are $44. You could accidentally buy these on Amazon and just be like, oh, these are not that bad. I'd honestly be the most concerned about fitment, because I do have rather large ears, but this is not the right shape to try to fit in a human ear. This tube would have to be much longer, at least like start the tip there, and you can't because it's gonna fall off. So that's my biggest concern, is getting it to fit comfortably. But after that, wire's good for $44. For $44, he seems like a fucking nice wire. Especially since it comes with the microphone. Although I didn't make any phone calls with this, so it might be the worst microphone ever. So yeah, that's it. How long is this? You got a waifu out of it. You got a waifu, and you got me to tell you to join the Patreon, and you could buy these. The yard sale's coming up, and these are so cheap. I'm wondering if I should just put them both in the yard sale as like a gift, like you can buy one and get one free, or if I should just take the top 2 bids. Because, or maybe I'll just throw them at someone. Homeless people need earbuds, right? This would be the nicest thing I've ever given to a homeless person. Except for maybe that Wendy's sandwich that was brand new. I didn't even eat it. I was like, here you go, buddy. Yeah, goddamn saint I am. Now, so click these. You want to see this review about a week early, check out my Patreon. If you want to ask me questions, check out my Patreon. $5 a month guarantees I answer your question. However, if you want it answered fast, the $10 Patreon tier puts you in a private Telegram chat on my phone. Everybody in there knows everybody. You join it, you'll know everybody. You'll go through the whole ritual. Everyone posts the same welcome gifts. It's kind of crazy, actually. But yeah, download her, Patreon, RMAF. There'll be a post for these on the Hi-Fi Guide forums, which is the premier forum on the interwebs for reviews and hopefully no bias. I try not to bring any bias. I mean, my reviews get posted there too, but so does everybody else's. And you could have all the arguments you want in the comments, just keep it civil. Civil arguments. You could hold knives, but just don't stab each other physically. That's what I'd like to make the rule set for hi-fi guides. Anyway, that's that. That's this. That's her. Check them out. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for another extremely short review. I'm sure it'll be the shortest, smallest, most compact review ZS has ever done. At least 27 minutes.